Welcome to China Aviation News. Here is CamPress. I'm Danny. At first, let's look at the news of the week. On July the 22nd, China Aviation Industry International Holdings Limited Corporation announced that they had completed the delivery of asset acquisition of Sino-Russian Aviation piston engine company in Dresden after 2 years negotiations and preparations. The purpose of the acquisition is to meet the demands for piston engines needed by China's domestic general aviation. 10 Z9 helicopters will be delivered to Cambodia in mid-August, which is the largest batch of Z9 delivered by Hefei to foreign customers. In August 2011, China and Cambodia signed the contract of providing 12 helicopters. The total value was $195 million. On July the 24th, HuangShan Airport MA60 EOSID verification test flight made a complete success, which opened the door for Joy Air MA60 model to operate along the round-trip route of Hefei, HuangShan, and Fuzhou. The same day, the verification aircrew passed the verification of 6 sorties, believing that HuangShan Airport MA60 EOSID fully satisfied the requirements of safe operation and actual flight was better than simulator validation. On July the 20th, the AUG 21-700-103 aircraft, assuming the task of high temperature and humidity test in Changsha, verified the functionality and performance on air conditioner pneumatic systems when flying in high temperature after 2 hours and 46 minutes flights. As the world's largest aircraft engine manufacturer and the only engine supplier of domestic large aircraft, CFM announced the schedule of developing and delivering C919 large aircraft engines on July the 22nd. Senior executives of CFM said the C919 engine program would conduct a whole machine test in September this year and achieve maiden flight at the end of next year. The 2013 AOPA Flight Assembling Hexington Prairie Air Nadam and AOPA China Fly-In were held on the Hexington Prairie of Chifeng City in Inner Mongolia from July the 27th to 29th. On July the 18th, a project team composed of 28 AVIC Hefei research and test flight staff departed for Xianyang, Jagdachi to conduct the 3-month verification test flight of Y12F. On July the 21st, AVIC Chairman Lin Zuoming visited Fudan University and intended to establish partnerships in some key technology areas. On July the 26th, Zigong and AVIC Sichuan Aviation Industry Bureau signed on the Southern Sichuan General Aviation Industry Project in Chengdu. This project is located in Gongjing Chengjia Industrial Park with a total land of 1,185 acres and total investment of about 3.2 billion yuan. Recently, the training session of building modernized aviation enterprise, new model driven by both processes and IT, which is hosted by the Chinese Society of Aeronautics and Astronautics and AVIC, was held in Wuxi. At 1:00 p.m. on July the 11th, the ceremony for Air China first flight of Beijing to Houston direct route was held at Terminal 3 of the capital airport. On July the 26th, Tianjin Airline restored the opening of the direct flight route from Tianjin to Manzhouli, which is operated by Tianjin Airline alone. On July the 29th, Anhui Jiuhua Mountain Airport will officially take off after 4 years construction. The first flight route opened by this airport will fly directly to Beijing. The T3 terminal of Xianyang Taoxian Airport will officially operate on August the 15th, during which time the annual passenger throughput will be 25 million. The cargo and the mail throughput be 420,000 tons, and annual takeoff and landing flights be 210,000 vehicles. Now let's have a short break. Welcome back. Recently, the Airport Council International released passenger satisfaction scores for the second quarter in 2013. The capital airport continued to rank the world's third with 4.88 score, 0.04 higher than Shanghai Pudong Airport, which ranks fourth. In component scores, the capital airport has 25 items ranking the world's top 5, accounting for 75.8%, 28 ranking the world's top 10, taking up 78.8%. Recently, reporters learned from Chongqing Airlines that this company has successfully passed verification flight of domestic RNPAR flight procedures at Lhasa Gonga Airport. This is the first time for China's civil aviation satellite navigation technology to be put into practical use, marking the situation in which this area has always been monopolized by foreign technologies is broken. Field staff of Xianyang Airport confirmed that on the afternoon of July the 25th, a 145 flight of Hainan Airlines had a flight tire when landing, the aircraft rubbing into the lights on both sides of the runway and touching the lawn nearby. There were no casualties in the accident. On the morning of July the 27th, 5 FBC fighters of the Xianyang Air Force Division reached an airport in Xinjiang after a long-range raid of 3,000 kilometers, and then came to Russian Shadow Airport that is 3,000 kilometers away. This marks the Peace Mission 2013 Sino-Russian Joint Anti-Terror Military Exercise has already begun, and the Air Force Battle Group has entered the phase of force delivery and deployment. The Sino-Russian Joint Anti-Terror Military Exercise was held in Chelyabinsk of Russia from July the 27th to August 15th. From July the 12th to July the 28th, the offshore training formation for Chinese Navy North Sea Fleet through 16 days and nights intensive training bypassed Japan and crossed the sensitive strait, strengthening over 34 latitudes and 32 longitudes after completing the task of major military exercises, with a total range of 5,200 sea miles, and finally arrived at a military port of Qingdao on the morning of July the 28th. During the process, more than 20 trainings are conducted, including assaulting enemy combat ships, attacking enemy convoys, as well as anti-submarine defense, formation and reconnaissance, and counter-reconnaissance. That is all for today. Here is Camp Press. I'm Danny. See you next time.